Hi, in this tutorial we are going to teach you how to sew the elastic onto the waist channel of your Rossetti dress. Now at this stage you would have attached your bodice to your skirt, and we're going to show you how to sew elastic onto the waist seam allowance. Now what we're going to do is we're going to measure our waist, and you're going to take this measurement and you're going to add on 2 centimeters onto your elastic. So that's your waist measurement plus 2 centimeters, and we're going to cut this length like this. So now this is your waist measurement plus 2 centimeters. Now what we're going to do with this elastic is we are going to pin it together so it forms a complete circle, and the 2 centimeter extra mark is going to be overlapped. We are going to sew this in place using a zigzag stitch. As you can see here in my very messy black thread, you can see we've used a zigzag stitch and the elastic is overlapped. Now make sure your elastic isn't twisted. Now we're going to divide your elastic by 4. So these pointers will be the side seams, the centre front and the centre back. So to divide your elastic, we're going to take a pen, we're going to fold your elastic in half. This marking now we are doing is the left side. This marking is the right side. We're going to fold it in half again. This marking will be your centre front. And this marking will be the centre back. So this makes the elastic even around your waistline so the fabric doesn't bunch. Now what we've done is we have pinned the elastic where the markings are from the side, the front, the back and the other side. As you can see here, we're going to pull the elastic as we sew to make it flush against the fabric, as you can see. So when we sew, we're going to do this motion of pulling. Now the safety pin is there to indicate the center back of the dress, just so you can see clearly on this video. So as you can see how Caroline is pulling the elastic, this is what we're going to do when sewing. If you're a bit worried about there being too much elastic, you can even do another pin at the halfway point of each point. So the points where we marked, this is where we have pinned. So that's the left side, the right side, the center front and the center back. And you can see how the fabric is not flush against the dress until you pull. So here's a bird's eye view of what it's going to look like when you pin it. So center front, side seam, and then center back, as you can see there. So you've got 4 points, and the circle obviously won't fit the waist at this stage because it's going to be pulled when you sew, so the fabric bunches together very evenly and flatteringly as we sew. And this gives you your comfortable fit with the Rossetti dress. And you can see here the seam allowance where we're going to be sewing. That was made from your dress when you attached the bodice to the skirt. Right, let's start sewing. So here we go. So you're going to be pulling the elastic as you go. This is not as scary as it seems, but can you see when you pull, it goes flush against the fabric. And when we sew this, it sits very neatly. And we are going to be using a zigzag stitch again, as you can see in your instruction booklet. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. So this video tutorial is to show you how to pull the elastic as you sew, so it's not as scary as it seems. You can use this technique on so many of your outfits. You can use it on trousers, on tops, all sorts of things, and each instruction which I've given you here today is also in our instruction book, but we wanted to visualize this step for you. I hope you enjoy the Rossetti pattern, and if you have any questions, be sure to send us an email or a DM on Instagram, and we hope you enjoy your Rossetti dress. Thanks guys, bye!